Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to a new episode of Sports News Flash at 12 with your weekend sports anchor, Miguel Mike Medina. I hope you guys are having a terrific weekend so far. And I gotta start with college baseball. Yesterday was game one of the championship series between Coastal Carolina and LSU. Kade Anderson. I'll repeat again. Kade Anderson. What a masterful performance this young man put on display yesterday. 18 years old. No, excuse me, 20 years old in his final start before going to MLB draft. He was sensational. He tossed a complete game shutout, 130 pitches, 10 strikeouts. LSU won 1-0. Coastal Carolina, they had many chances. They had men on base on first, second, third inning. I believe the sixth or seventh inning as well. They had chances. There were so many innings that they were in great position to tie the game or even take the lead. But Kade Anderson, he's Kade Anderson. He shut the lineup down, and I mean, what a way to go out! What a way to go out in your final start of your college career before going to MLB draft. I mean, this was just terrific stuff. We know how good Kade Anderson is, but the fact that he was able to come through in game one of the championship series, tossing a complete game shutout, is just unbelievable. So today is game two between Coastal Carolina and LSU. LSU is 9 innings away, one win away from winning their eighth championship in their program history. As for Coastal Carolina, they're trying to survive, win game two to extend to game three, which would be tomorrow. And but they're gonna have to hit. They're gonna need to hit. And oh yes, I gotta mention this. Kade Anderson is the second pitcher to ever throw a complete game in Omaha since 1993, which was Brett Langston against Wichita State. So that's 32 years. Coastal Carolina, like I said, they got a hit. They just they did a good job in terms of making Anderson work because Anderson kept walking hitters, but they need to find a way to score runs. They had to. The pitching was great, but LSU was just a little slight better. And Kade Anderson, he grabbed the headlines for game one. So hopefully Carolina can extend this series to game three. Now off to NASCAR. Connor Zilish. He earned his first oval win, and his team owner was Dale Earnhardt Jr. And I like the fact that they kept focusing in one side, Dale Jr., and then the other side, the race, because this was Dale Jr.'s first win as a crew chief. All right, so we witnessed history. I'm very happy for Dale Jr. I've always been a fan of him. So what a weekend so far at Pocono. Connor Zilish, who is 18 years old, he earned his second win of the season. And he made the pass for the win on Jesse Love with just a few laps to go in order for him to win this event. This is what Connor had to say about working with Dale Jr. Just one moment. He said this, and I quote, "It's pretty funny. He was kicking me in the ass on some of those restarts, giving me some advice. The advice from him is advice will take him from me. So it's really cool to have him and get him 1-1 with a win as a crew chief. That's pretty awesome as well. But yeah, Marty did everything right to set this car up as well. And I wish he could have been on the box today." Dale Jr. had this to say, "I miss the thrill of competition. I love broadcasting, don't get me wrong, but nothing compares to driving or just being part of the team. Being an owner doesn't really deliver like this. It was a lot of fun." So this race yesterday, Xfinity race at Pocono, it featured several things. You had 10 cautions with several incidents throughout the 100-lap event. The final stage of the race started the way things ended, finishing with Zelish leading Love, but a lot happened in those 45 laps. So yeah, well, congratulations to Connor. Like I said, this was his first win on an oval, his third career win as a NASCAR Xfinity driver. And Dale Jr. is just the ninth person in history to have won in NASCAR as a driver, owner, and crew chief. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Chase Elliott, who drove Chevrolet, he finished fourth. Christian X, he finished third, and then Love finished second. The top four, they all drove Chevrolet. And last but not least, today is Game 7 of the NBA Finals between Indiana Pacers and Oklahoma City Thunder. Indiana has a chance to pull off one of the greatest upsets in NBA Finals history. I feel that this could be the most improbable NBA Finals victory since 2011, which was the Dallas Mavericks beating Miami Heat. Game 6, Oklahoma City Thunder were horrible. It did not look like a team that played with that hunger in the sense of, we don't want to go back to Game 7. We don't want to go home for Game 7. I didn't really see that in them because Game 6 was a bloodbath, and I'm not exaggerating. If Indiana wins the finals, Tyrese Halliburton's no-look pass to Pascal Siakam in Game 6, it should be put on the highlights in for NBA Finals history. That play was flat out phenomenal. This is one of those NBA Finals that I wish I could hand the trophy to both teams, to small market teams, to teams that have come a long way. They've made it this far, but only one team can raise the Larry O'Brien trophy. Whoever loses this finals is going to be heartbreaking, is going to be devastating. That's why it's conflicting. And I wish we could hand 2 trophies for this particular finals matchup. Who would I think will win? I still believe that Oklahoma City Thunder will win, but not by a blowout. And it is interesting because in the NBA Finals, no team has reached 100 points, scored 100 points in a Game 7 NBA Finals since 1988, which was the Detroit Bad Boy Pistons versus the Lakers. The Lakers won that matchup. And the recent Game 7 finals were all low scoring NBA final games. The last time we had a Game 7 in the finals was 2016. The Cavs won 93 to 89. Before that, it was 2013. Miami Heat won 93 to 88, 95 to 88 over the Spurs. 2010, Lakers over the Celtics 83 to 79. 2005, the Spurs over the Pistons 81 to 74. So we might see a continuing trend of a low scoring Game 7 in the finals, or we could see both teams just go on an offensive clinic because both teams have great offense. So, but it's either we're going to have a great offense or we're going to see a much better defense. We'll find out tonight, Game 7. Make the best team win. Make the best team win. But I'm really grateful that I'm seeing an NBA Finals that's going to 7 games, but it also has to do with 2 small market teams. The parade is going to be rocking, whether it's at Indiana or at Oklahoma City. And I can't wait to be tuning in on when I watch it on YouTube. Well, guys, that does it for this episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Enjoy Game 7. Enjoy NASCAR. Enjoy Round 4 of the Travelers Championship. Baseball. The list goes on and on. I'll see you guys next Sunday for a new episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Be safe, and may God bless each and every one of you. All right? So take care.